It can be easy to fall into the thinking that if we're doing the Lord's work, then life should be easy. Emma and Joseph were married in 1827, and then a year and a half later, they lost their son Alvin. And then 3 years later, Emma and Joseph were pregnant with twins, and they were born prematurely, and they passed away. So they'd been married for 4 years, had no children, they did not have their own home. They were building the church in Kirtland and also starting another center of the church in Missouri. At this time, Ezra Booth was also stirring up a lot of conflict in the church. At this same time that Joseph and Emma lost their twins, there was a couple, John and Julia Murdoch, who were also having twins. Julia gave birth to those twins, and then she passed away in childbirth. And now John was left with 5 children, 2 of them being newborns. Unable to care for these 5 children, Joseph and Emma then adopted these 2 Murdoch twins. So just consider all these saints we're dealing with. They had things going on in their own lives. They had things going on in the church. There was also conflict within the church. So life was not easy for them individually or as a church. And Zion must have felt so far away. But the Lord always knows the next thing to tell them. Go into section 64 and find the counsel that the Lord was giving them at this moment. As you're studying it, remember these things that were happening in their lives, and as a church, remember the conflict that was arising with members like Ezra Booth. Then see what the Lord had to tell them.